Hello everybody, we've got another unboxing. And this month we have BarrelandBlade. They haven't shipped in their regular box. A little bit different, a little bit larger. I did watch a previous YouTube video on it, so I am aware of what's inside and had a little preparation going on. I think it's a very excellent box this month. BarrelandBlade usually knocks it out of the park. I've mentioned before. And there are two levels, level 1, level 2. Level 2 builds off level 1. You get more gear and sometimes a little bit higher quality. If you are interested in BarrelandBlade, go to their website and check them out. Look in my reviews for what I think of their products. And if it's for you, sign up. If not, don't worry about it. I am not endorsed by BarrelandBlade or any of the products inside their boxes. I just review them and put them to use. I am level 2. This is Operation Into the Woods. This month we are proud to feature some amazing gear to help you survive and thrive in the woods. Maybe you need to head out and unplug and reconnect with your inner outdoorsman. Maybe you want to be prepared in case you get home, plans necessary, a route through the wilderness, or perhaps you just want an extra layer of preparedness in your deer hunting bag, prep bag, emergency go bag, whatever you want to call it. I call them Mother Nature disaster bags, preparation, because I don't see the apocalypse happening. No matter the reason, we have you covered. Dig in and check out the back of this card for details. All right, first off the bat is Rothko map and document case, MSRP $20. BarrelandBlade does list MSRP prices. You can probably go to Amazon or search the web and troll for prices. I'm not into that. If I see my value in the box, I keep my subscription, and if it makes me happy, I keep going. Basically, this is a surprise every month, and I enjoy it. And BarrelandBlade does do some outstanding gear. All right, let's get to the Rothko case. All right, you know what everybody says about these? Do not eat. I say the same thing, do not eat, but don't throw them away. Throw them in a container. Throw them in your gun safe. Throw them in your knife case. Something you don't want moisture getting to. They do accumulate after a while, and you can recharge them by putting them in your oven once every 2 or 3 months at the lowest setting for 2 hours, and then they are reusable and will attract moisture once again. Don't throw them away. They're really not trash. All right, Rothko makes some pretty good products, and they've definitely been improving since they first came out. They started in 1953. One thing we don't have is made in China, products made in Korea. That still gets a half a thumbs up, as long as it doesn't come from China. The last thing that came from China was the Kung Fu Flu, and I don't think we want any more of their products. All right, sort of came prepared for this one. It is a map document case, and zipper open. It does have two 1-gallon freezer bags inside of it, but they also have drain holes in the bottom of them. I would suggest on using these for a different purpose and getting some regular 1-gallon Ziploc bags without holes in them to store your maps and documents in. They're available at every grocery store. If you go to Target, Target actually sells a 2.5-pound Ziploc bag. But here's our Rothko map case. Nice, clear, plastic front, canvas back. Doesn't feel like the canvas has any waterproofing to it. I will be spraying it down with a waterproof tent sealant. I have some of my fishing charts, and they have gotten wet before. You see they stick together. They claim waterproof, but moisture and neglect for not taking them out of the bag as soon as I got home. Probably my fault, maybe not. We got another one, and they will fit. Inside your Rothko bag. I do have one for my state and the state of Pennsylvania, where I was born. Close them up. The Rothko bag also has drainage holes, which is a good and a bad thing. But the waterproof maps that I have of states are in an emergency bag. I'm not going to pull them out for this video. These were just laying in my garage with my fishing stuff, but you can roll them up. Put them in your pack, whether you're out on a boat and you throw them in your dry bag, you have an emergency disaster bag. I've mentioned before, I live in South Florida and have lived through Hurricane Andrew. You always want a backup plan because your cell phones may not work and you might need to figure out where you're at. I like it. I'm happy. Another thing, during the hurricane, we didn't have potable water. I've mentioned this before. For 3 weeks, I hunt out in the Everglades, and I set up tree stands in the summer. Our summers are brutal, over 100 degrees with 80 to 90% humidity. I went a little too far for too long on a very hot, humid day, and I actually drank some of the swamp water coming through the Big Cypress National Park, and I'm lucky I didn't get Giardia or something else, because by the time I got back to my truck, I was totally dehydrated. I just happened to have some friends that pulled up with a swamp buggy at the time, and they had plenty of beverages on board and hooked me up. Out there at the Big Cypress, it is a pretty close-knit hunting community, but something like this would have definitely saved me. We have a Frontier Life Straw. Frontier Life Straws have been in the business of purifying water for quite a long time. This is 99.9% catalyst removal. Now, it also says 30 gallons. Now, how do you know when you go through 30 gallons in this? I suggest keeping it in the Ziploc bag it comes in. It's purified. Open it up, throw a black Sharpie in there, and when you drink what you think is a half gallon, right on the bag, half gallon. Next time you use it, you suck up another half gallon, write another half a gallon on it with your Sharpie that's inside there, and you can keep track and pretty much guesstimate how much 30 gallons is. This is something, if things would have been worse for me, this would have saved my life, and I do carry them in my cargo pocket every time I'm setting up deer stands or hog stands and looking for hunting spots. I do carry one of these with me in the swamp or something equivalent. We're going to give it a thumbs up. Product, it is manufactured in the United States. You can go to their website. They are in the store that I love to hate, Walmart, so you can pick them up there. They're not hard to find. Or if everybody's afraid of that Kung Fu flu and doesn't want to leave their house, or you live in a democratic state where you're locked up, order them online for when you are allowed back out of your house. That's one of the things you can do. If you're locked up and quarantined and you're not working or allowed to go to work, your business has been shut down, jump in your car, drive to the local national park or state park or a pond you see out in the field, and just get out and enjoy nature. It's something you can do. It is very relaxing, but once again, Lifestraw, great product. Next up is the Burton True Arc 3 Compass. MSRP $17. Alright, I believe every outdoorsman should carry a compass. GPSs are great. That's what most of us run, but batteries do die. The charge does die, whether they're rechargeable. You may not have a recharging system with you. And Brunton is, I'd have to say, one of the top 5 compass manufacturers in the world. They are a great compass. If you do not know how to use a compass, go to YouTube and watch a couple little courses, practice. So we know practice makes perfect. And let me take this out of the package. Now, this is a very good compass, and I wish I wouldn't have put the maps away so fast. I could have given you a little brief orientation on how to use a compass, but even so, you can park your car on the side of the street, get a compass heading saying, okay, my car is 160 degrees northeast, and you walk the opposite direction an hour out into the woods. You decide that you want to go home. You can turn around and say, okay, my car was parked 160 degrees northeast, and it'll get you back to your car or damn close to it. I do suggest everybody take time out to watch a video and learn how to use a compass. They're a great backup, and you may need one someday if you're out in the woods. And there's plenty of videos out there on YouTube that teach you how to use them. I actually built a hardtail motorcycle, and what I didn't understand from the ground up, every piece on that motorcycle I touched with my hands, and I built from the owner's manual to watching YouTube videos, and I was able to do it. It was complicated, but I did manage it with help from videos. Somebody has done it before, but once again, great product. Now this, I do not know if it's made in the United States, but I don't think it's made in China. Precision made in the United States. Thumbs up. Burnton and BarrelandBlade. I'm glad to see these American-made products in the boxes. All right, Wazoo. You can go to Wazoo's website. Let me give you a bigger picture. Wazoo bandana. You can go to their website. They have all kind of outdoors equipment and survival type of things, prepping things. This is a tracking bandana. Bandanas are a mandatory for your backpacks. You can filter water through them. You can make an emergency sling out of them, an emergency band-aid. There is 1,001 uses for it. I mean, you can use it for a head covering, neck covering, so you don't burn your skin. Tracking bandana, 21 detailed and true to life-size animal tracks. Baseline animal gait diagrams, 9 questions to guide you to identification. 1 Wazoo eye spot logo to deter predators. I don't know how much it's going to deter predators, but it is a pretty cool bandana. Wazoo makes some pretty good stuff. And where they have their stuff manufactured at, I don't know. They are listing it at $15 MSRP. I think I got the same one in another box for $10 MSRP. We all know we can go to the store I love to hate, Walmart, and pick up a 3-pack for $5. I don't mind paying a few more dollars for an American-made product. And it also is informative knowledge. You can teach your kids out in the woods, different footprints, track them down for a little while. They'd have a lot of fun. Cool product, like it. Thumbs up. I am always happy with BarrelandBlade. Okay, next ones. Fiska's Axe Sharpener. Retail price is $14.50. Let's check this out. Right here, Fiska's is a great hatchet, saw, cutting type of company. From what I've seen of their products, they actually sell them at Home Depot, and they are fairly priced. They do make good products. You could put them side by side by some of the ones that people brag about, some of the brand names. One thing is, they've got a full lifetime warranty, no hassle. The only problem I have with it is Fiska's is an American company, but they're having their products manufactured in China. And basically, it's pretty easy to use. Just set your axe or your hatchet, rock it back and forth through there. It will sharpen it. And we'll come back to this product in a minute. Okay, next one up is the CRKT Nobo. MSRP $70. put that over there yet. And here we go. Columbia River Knife and Tool. Don't let the name fool you. They are an American company. 90% of their products are made in the United States, but they still have some of their products made in the flu country. And a lot of people are calling this an axe. To me, anything longer than 24 inches, 30 inches is an axe. I would consider this a hatchet. And I really like this product. And the reason being is it is two pieces. It is not staked in place. This edge is very sharp to begin with. And you just drop it down on the handle, tap it on a hard surface, it locks it in place, and it is a nice duty chore axe. I'm going to put an edge on here where I can feather stick and form some stuff, but one of the things I like about this the most is you don't have to take the handle, which I believe is American hickory, but all you need to do is take this into the woods and you can fashion your own handle to any size that you may need for any chore that you may need. And you could actually skin with this, process, game. This is really neat. That's why I like this design. It's not affixed to the handle. You just walk out to the woods with this and you can fashion your own handle in about 10 minutes. It doesn't take long. Woods T-Hawk is not what we have, which is the same illustration except for it has a hammerhead on it. Replacement handles are available on their website. They are not responsible for any cuts or injuries due to their product. Like I said, too many lawyers in this country. Right here. If you want to, you can scan that and see how to use it. CRKT is a very good company, and they do have a lot of nice, sharp, pointy things for sale. Set this to the side for a minute. We'll pull back the Fiska's knife sharpener, and all you have to do, light pressure, rock and roll it back and forth, and you'll put your edge back on. It does have a replaceable sharpener. I would not suggest this for your good bushcraft knives, but for a hatchet, an axe, a machete, this sharpener is excellent. I wouldn't carry it with me, but I would definitely hang it up in my garage somewhere for when I got home, sharpen my equipment, and then sharpen it before I left on a trek, before I went to walkabout. Now it looks like a couple more items. in the box that aren't listed. Okay, I skipped it. Smith Pal, Tinder Maker, and Fire Starter. MSRP, 12 bucks. These are cool. If you want to practice bushcrafting, this is an excellent type of tool. You want to teach a kid how to start a fire with a ferro rod. This is the tool to use. Let's see if I can get it apart here. And basically you've got your standard cheese grater. Slide it down into the little box. And any tinder you find, I hope you can see this. Might be doing it too low. But you run it on the cheese grater. You open up the box. It's got fine tinder inside of it. And then your ferrule rod and striker. And this would be an excellent way to teach a kid how to start, or somebody that doesn't know bushcraft or ferrule rods. Neat little kit. You might challenge yourself and leave your Bic lighter at home and take this with you. See how long you last. It all comes in a cord. It all packs inside of itself. Great addition to any fire kit. Here is something that is not listed. And I'll tell you what, it is UCO. And I have actually purchased this from the store that I love to hate because they sell all Chinese products. 99% of it. You can find some things from other countries. But I have not seen these matches this big. I've seen them in, I actually purchased smaller packs of them. They burn for 15 minutes straight. Made from renewable biofuel, burns for 15 minutes each. Made from sugar cane, sugar burns, and so does the cane that it comes with, coated with vegetable wax. Made in India. Hell, I don't mind if it's made in India. But let's take a look at them, and I'll tell you a little story about them. Now, these, we got 9 in the pack. Each pack is, it's actually open. It comes with a striker. And I'll tell you what, you're out with your kids or your friends or anybody. This is something that I am definitely going to put in all my packs. These larger ones. I have the smaller ones, but these burn for 15 minutes solid. Let's say you're out ice skating on a farmer's pond or something happens, you fall through the water. You're going to be in a panic situation. You're not going to have time to gather up tinder and use something to find to make a fire, unless you have Instafire or another fire tinder with you. All you have to do is grab some sticks, light one of these, start throwing a bunch of sticks on it, and if it starts to go out, throw another one. You're going to be in a panic situation. You don't want your child getting frostbitten or your friends getting frostbitten. Get them out of their clothes. Give them as much of your dry clothing as possible. And get them up next to this fire until you can get help. And this case itself would make an excellent little fire kit. Take a couple of those out of there, maybe 2 of the layers out, add the little Smith's fire starter and a couple other little items, and you'll have a great fire kit to start with. And that's going to be it for today's show, and hopefully everybody had a great Thanksgiving and had the opportunity to go outdoors and enjoy Mother Nature, whether you were fishing, hunting, going to the shooting range, just a walk through the park. But get away from the electronics. And until the next time, have a good one.